All right, welcome. My name's Brian Knight and I live near Melbourne in Australia. And it's just turned 5:30 in the morning on a Wednesday. I'm pretty sure it's a Wednesday. Welcome, Paul and Tom. Let me just share this. Yeah. We'll share a challenge that I've had. So, welcome to this FOREX analysis session. And we are live. And there's a few notes there. There's a bit of there's a full risk disclosure and a little bit about us as live session traders. Okay, now here is my trading platform. There's a few trades going on at the moment. There's a couple in negative, but overall there's positive trades, and I'm up about 55% or something on that at the moment. So now my challenge is though that I'm getting messages for margining out because I've got it's a 1 to 30 or a 30 to 1, whatever you want from a leverage perspective. And because I've got so many trades, in here, it tells me that I haven't got enough free margin. So that's a challenge. Or I do and don't. So yeah. Anyway, I'm just getting messages off it. So I'll look at potentially maybe closing some of these trades, see how we go. It actually, because the margin was high, I had a GU order which it wouldn't take because I'm in so many GUs already, and there's so far up. Like this is 880 pips up. And another one is 332, and another one is 284. And it wouldn't take another one because it had taken the GA and the GCAD. Oh, a GN as well. There was a GN, so I think it's closed that out because it couldn't cope with it from a margin perspective. Anyway,
yeah,
just
you can adjust your margin by lowering your stop losses.
Correct.
So you don't necessarily have to close the trades?
No. I understand that, Tom. I'm just looking at, what are the different mechanisms in relation to it. And you're absolutely right. I've got to go through and change all of the stop losses in it. So that's one of the mechanisms. I've also set up in this account a smart stop out, like a 50%. So that's what's triggering that as well. You're absolutely right, Tom. I just wanted to point it out, though, if you're on an account, like if you're in, like you'd have 1 to 30 there too, wouldn't you, Tom?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. In the US, they do. I don't know, Paul and Darren, where do you sit with your leverage in?
I think it's the same. Tom.
1 to 30, yeah. Okay, no worries. Yeah, just to show you what's going on and just so you know if you come up against something like this, what you can do with it. So that's all okay. No worries.
That's probably why I stopped a few of those trades. All of them, because there was the margin levels,
Yeah, and because the level of the stop loss, as Thomas said, but like because they're so far in profit now, I can move stop losses closer to current trades and reduce this over as well. Because when you look at it, how many trades I'm in, it's like, what are they? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I was in 22, possibly 23. It's just like there's so much going on. That's not a bad thing. In actual fact, it's telling me that I'm doing okay because there are so many trades and what's going on. But welcome, Helen, too. Good to see you.
Hi, Brian.
How are you?
I'm all right, thank you.
Oh, that's good. Let's just stop there and we'll go over to the chart. So we'll look at what we do in relation to things there. But anyway, good. That is. And I've still got a number of orders in place there as well. Welcome back, Darren.
Oh, still no sound.
Oh, you got chucked out, did you? I've got sound now. I can hear you. I can hear you, or we can hear you, Darren. Okay, you're muted at the moment. That's okay. Right. So, can you see my trading view?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good, lovely. All right. So, where do we go from here? What do you want to look at? We want to go through pairs. Is there something you want to add, Tom, Helen, Paul, or Darren? Oh, he's jumping out, Darren, again. Obviously something going on with his system. So yeah, I noticed also too, there's a bit of, just want to look at that AUD Singapore as well too. I'm still just like contemplating this one. Like, so annoying. Do I stay in? Do I get out? I want to get out, but I want to see whether it'll pull back up again. Anyway, this got me in at the start of the week when with spread, basically that was there. And so spread knocked me in and then it's just sort of basically gone the other way. But then, there's an overall trend to sell and we're in this buy push it was. Anyway. Okay, so let's just start out at the top. These are the crazy internal discussions of me. Right. Where are we at? Okay, good. So AUD CADs, if you look at it from a perspective of time frame of a higher time frame, you can see where it's come down and touched this previous low here. It looks like it's going to break that low. So if you're in AUD CADs and you want to get into another AUD CAD, certainly possibilities are there. This triggered in here as a sell, it pulled back, and now it's back down into profit. Where's my latest AUD CAD? That's so many here. It's up 20 pips at the moment, right? And what it's got is it's got a stop loss way up here, right? So what we might do is pull the stop loss down here to this entry. So let's go through some of these AUD CAD. There it is. Let's modify the stop loss. Was AS7032. Right now, that's only a 37 pip stop loss, but that's okay. Oh yeah, that's on that one. Yeah, do I have I have another AUD CAD there. I might just pull that one down. Oh, that's already. I don't know where that one. A7684. Oh, that's way up there. All right, let's change that one as well. That'll bring both of those in line. 32. Oh. Hang on a minute, where are we? A7032, why? Oh. Trying to work out why it's not. A minute. Hang on a minute. Sorry about this. E7. Oh, I've got heaps of them. Okay, rightio. That's why. All right, I've got 3 in place. Rightio. Rightio. So that will bring that back down as well. Right, good. Sorry to do this to you. A7032, and then there's another AUD CAD there. I'll do that one. Right. AUD, and AUD CAD there. Okay, lovely. So basically all of my stop losses are all sitting here now on the AUD CAD. And so if it pulls up into that area there, into here, it will it'll take out all of those trades in positive, right? Basically. Rightio, so there's just me rambling. What's going on? Anybody got any questions? What's happening? No? All just happy?
Yeah.
I don't have any questions. It did make a new low. Currently, it's just got to break that low to the left now.
Correct.
But I don't know. I'm not getting in this one. I'm going to wait for a minute.
Yeah, that's fair enough too. If you're not already in it, I'm in 3 trades. I'm in 3 trades for this. So
yeah, it just hasn't came back and tested that ribbon on the higher time frame. That's all.
True.
I just feel it's going to have a pullback now. If it breaks to the left and then we see the pullback, that's something completely different. But
yeah, that's what I think.
As of right now,
that's what I think will happen, Tom. I think it'll break that low to the left, and then it could continue for a while, but it certainly will pull back up. But I've been saying this for a long time. The AUD is not, and particularly against CAD, the AUD is not strong. There's a lot of stuff going on. So anyway, and that's fine not to be in the trade, but we'll just see how that goes now. Yeah. All right. Now, where are we? We go to the next one. AUD CHF. I'm not in this trade. This damn thing keeps pushing up. Look at it. Every day, pull back, push up, pull back, push up. Right? It says it's got a strong high. We will see on the 3-hourly. It's been for weeks. I've watched this push up. Going, no, this is going to. It's interesting. How can the AUD keep being stronger than what the Swiss franc is? It's just, it just is, and that's okay. It's just waiting for that turn. It could quite easily push a whole lot further because there's a fair bit of imbalance in on the left here on the daily. Or it could push down then back up a bit further. So again, this is one I'm staying out of until I can get a market structure of a turn for it to sell. It's just been a frustrating one just to keep watching. Okay, AUD JPY still is sideways on the daily. This choppiness in here, don't want to know about it at the moment. I have put alerts on in here. I've got 3 alerts, a high and low, and I'm pretty sure AUD JPY, I have, yes, a long. So for a buy for this, all right? I got along there, but nothing that was any significance for me to feel comfortable to get into a buy. And I think what I might, anyway. So that's just where it's at the moment. I've got a number of alerts and it's just sideways. AUD NZD, if anybody wants to take this, this is Aussie dollar weakening against the New Zealand. It's like on a daily, you just see this chop, 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 push down. Now it may, on the daily though, it says this is a strong low. So I don't know. You could have picked this for a number of weeks. Now there's been a change of character there. And well and truly break a structure across. It says on the 3 hour we have a weak low, and you have a number of other prices over here, which are all around about sort of that mark. It may break there. We'll see. But as you know, I don't trade this pair. Anybody in this pair? Are you, Tom? No, Darren's not.
I actually have I'm waiting for it to come down to that yellow line you have.
Yeah.
For a turn to go back up.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I think it'll break it, actually. I think it'll just break it a little bit and then pull back up. But, it's just how things are with it. Okay, AUD Singapore. This is the bane of my CAD. Like you look at the daily and you can see it sell, pull back, sell, right? But this push up here, I got into a buy. So I'm down like, nearly 70 pips on this one. And it was an activation. Where is it? Up here. And that was at the start of the week. This was a crazy person trade. Yeah. So don't learn from learn from my mistakes. I should have just kept out of this.
I think threw caution to the wind there on that one there, Brian.
Yeah, I did, Darren. You're absolutely right. I went, this looks pretty good. Let me have a go. No, craziness. This is just the same as that CAD, Darren, where I go, no.
You're in this for a buy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm crazy. Absolutely crazy. What I'm going to do is let me just move this stop loss to start with. Let's do that. This is craziness. What was it? 87281. It didn't change my margin level very much. That's right. I put it there and I'm going to watch it. If it comes down and does break that, then it'll knock me out. That's okay. And then I'll look at return. I'll continue for the sellout on this one. Just looking at it though, it came down here a number of times and couldn't break it and says a strong low with a weak high. That's probably one of my motivations for to say, this will buy. But looking at the daily, it's against that whole daily trend down. Anyway, so yes, Tom, I'm crazy. Right, AUD USD. The Aussie dollar is in that sell. US has been strong. It's good. It's pulled back down here. I'm in a number of these trades as well. Actually, I think only where am I? AUD USD up 400. Then another AUD is like only 16. That's only from there down. So that was a trigger. It went into drawdown and then it's come back down into profit at the moment. It is going sideways, so it's probably not the best sort of idea of trade. The only thing is I'm looking at this to break down past this week. Well, it says week low, but down past this low here and down, pull back and then continue down. There's a lot more room down here on the left of the daily.
Yeah, it's a strong high to the top and weak low to the bottom. So
correct.
Yeah.
Correct. But it just seems to be sitting in here at the moment. It has dropped out. So it's not a big quick mover. We'll see. There may be a push on it when we come to the RBA in, what is it, 2 weeks' time. Right. CAD.
Oh, by the way, November 5th is our change of time.
On November 5th. Okay, so we're going to be changing in like a month earlier. Okay. So I just have to work out whether I can, well, it'll change the time for you, but anyway, we'll see how we go. Because our clocks this weekend, this weekend our clocks actually go on to daylight savings. So it'll change my time likely here. And don't ask me how that's going to change. What'll happen. We'll work it out when it all occurs. So CAD CHF, look at that. It's made that 88 on a fib for it. It's pushed up to there. Now, whether it breaks, it says strong high on the daily to the week low, but the Swiss franc has been really tanking and getting so weak against this Canadian dollar. There's 100%. So that's basically if it we'll pull it across. If it goes from that high to that low and it breaks that high up over here, there's a fair bit further for it to go. All right. And it could quite easy. So when you look at it here, sorry, you've got a swing high here in May last year. Okay. You've got a swing low down here, which is, where's that, August. And it looks like it's pushing, it may be on the push back up. Right. Now, if it breaks the high here, we'll get a pullback potentially and continue. Wouldn't that have been nice if you had it broke that there? So with a change of character, wouldn't it have been nice if you got in on there or if you had got in down here somewhere? It's just like, look at this super trend, blue, 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 blue. It's just pushing up. Thoughts? Anybody? Is anybody in this trade? No? Nobody's in it? Okay. No worries. And waiting for the sell?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Same here. What are you laughing about, Helen? Is it humorous or no?
No, sorry, I was just smiling at you saying waiting for the sell and everyone saying yes.
Well, look at it. I mean, I put an alert down here to potentially sell out from that point. It just didn't. It kept pushing up over days. Anyway, look, CAD-J, let's have a look at it. Still pushing up, and it's gone way past that high, pull back to it, and then pushing up. This is doing a little bit of a pullback at the moment. What am I up? Where's my CAD-J? Only 200 pips up on this one, even though it's pulled back a little bit. Can you see the other previous high up here? And it says a week high on the daily and a week high on the 3 hour as well. So potentially from this pullback, you might want to get into a buy. I think it'll break I think it'll break this high, pull back to it, and then continue up for a while. I don't know. I just crazy amount.
Where's your stop loss out on this, Brian?
Mine's in break even plus.
Yeah.
I actually I probably should pull it up to here now, below this long here. I will do that. Modify. What have we got? 10. Okay. 109.118. Let's just do that. Right. It's up here now. Well, that's the trade there. That's stop loss from a buy. So that's like it's break even plus. So even if it comes back to there, I'd still profit out. I haven't moved it further up. We'll just see what happens. If this pushes up and breaks through there, then I can move my stop loss even further up.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the CAD-J. And so I suppose, like when I think about that AUD Singapore, I think, yes, Darren, you're right. Was being a moment of craziness, but maybe it's also too, I had moments of craziness in some of these pairs as well. Like, remember the CAD-J, I was in it for so long for a sell, and then I got knocked out and I went, nah, let's get into the buy that I would say it's going to do. And now it's well in profit. So yeah. I don't know, you can see the challenge is picking direction. You could quite easily here, I was looking at this to sell out, right? Because we had a sell, it had pulled up, it was in all of this, and I had sort of, if you look at what you see, like if all you see is that, and it's dropped, pulled back, and it's dropped down there, I'd be looking for it to sell out, right? But what it did is it started pulling back up. So that's sort of like when I got into then a buy, but who would imagine that it would break that high? You know, where is it? It must be that one there. You know, break the high and then continue up. So, and it just happens to be that I was still in the trade and didn't, you know, in this pullback here even, I didn't sort of get out of it. I just stayed in there and it, you know, kept traveling. Okay. CHFJP. Sorry, you're for a sell. Yeah, that's fine. And I think it will sell, but I still think it's going to break this high before it does, Tom. And that's where patience comes in with this.
My sell is set up for just underneath where it says that second short down.
Oh yeah, in here.
Yeah, right in there. Right there.
Yeah.
So and what I'm looking for is it for it to pull back to that ribbon.
Oh, down here. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Before we get a further push up.
Oh, okay. And if it does,
I'm looking to add another buy position on this.
Isn't this good?
After this pullback, if it pushes after this pullback, it will.
Yeah. Have you got an alert on there, Darren?
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
I've got an alert just where it's got weak high. I've added the weak highs and lows now to a chart, so it's quite easy. So I've got an alert on that weak high, so it breaks that, and then I'll get in, I think, for another one.
Right. Oh gosh. Okay.
You look at it, you know, Japan still has negative interest rates, minus 0.1% their interest rates. So you can't. It's not going to get strong anytime soon, is it? With
no, it's not. They're trying to kick the economy along, but you know, and if you look at it, CAD is just strong as against so many other currency pairs.
Yeah, it will pop off at some point, but you know, I think in the long run, it's just going to
keep pushing.
Yeah.
The challenge for Tom is if it does come down to that other short and it gets you in and then it pulls back up, he's going to have a stop loss just above there to take him out, which is fine too. And these are just the different views of different traders. It's fine. Right, now, CHF JPY. Yeah, Tom's more of a long-term view on things, which is good. I like it as well. So look at this. This is just, I'm not in any of this. I'm just looking at this going like, you know, like how can the Swiss franc be weak against the Japanese yen? Like just, this is going to need, well, this will at some point too. It's been buy for a long time. If you look down here, it was at January 23, start of the year, it was just pushing up. Yes, they had little pullbacks, but primarily a push up. This was, when was this? August 22. It seems to be against, you know, with a few pairs, a very significant sort of date. And it's pulled back down to here now, like crazy. I was no way I would have, and you can see I put these on after a bit of this choppiness, and it basically poked its head out there and then just dropped back out again, pulled up and dropped back out. It's I don't know. I'm just waiting for this at some point. And you got now a change of character across on here, or a break of structure, whatever you want to call it, with a weak low.
This one.
For a sell?
Yep.
Oh, good on you. Do you think this will can? Yeah, down to the ribbon?
No, down to can you go down a little bit on the 3 hour?
Yeah, sure.
Right there. You see that long?
That one?
Yep. I have it coming back to there before it takes off again.
And goes into buy. Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Cool. I agree with you. I think
somewhere in there.
I think you're right, Tom. I'm not going to get into it at this point because I just like it is against my principles to have a trade against the Swiss franc, but that's where it's at the moment. I think when it strengthens the Swiss franc, it will, like against the AUD CHF, we're going to see that at whatever date it is, we'll see that turn. I don't know what news it'll need to be, but there will be some news in relation to it for sure. Okay, let's look AUDs. Euro, sorry, the euros, that's what I meant to say, Euro AUD. This is Tom's stop loss up there. You know, in nice profit for these ones, where Euro AUD, where's my Euro AUD? Oh no, it's pulled up above it. So it was in profit, that's right. It's now, yeah, I'm 13 pips down on it, like big deal. It says strong low here, right? And we've got a weak high up here. And we are sort of jostling around in this area, right? And it's been here for a couple of weeks, right? But I got into this trade somewhere over here, draw down for, I mean, and this up here is the stop loss at this point. Now, let me we'll just put a rectangle on this. I'm not really too concerned about the spike up here. It did push out at that point, then come back down. But you can see here, 1, sort of 2, 3, 4. It's tried to push down past it. I don't know. Thoughts? Anybody sort of, how's your crystal balls on this one? Anyone looking into the future, what you think?
I'm waiting for a pullback to the red ribbon,
Here.
and then it's going to
Yeah.
push down out.
Okay.
Because it needs to go back to the ribbon
Up in
on the
here.
daily too.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you're saying push up there and then push back down to this point.
Possibly, yeah.
Possibly. Okay. No worries. We've been watching this one for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although this is a very choppy pair, I really don't care for it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
This is more of an area trade rather than a sniper trade pair for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at this though. It's been in a buy for a considerable amount of time. This is, over 12 months. It has been buying. And this is a pullback at this point. Has it created a swing high and then, well, what the daily says not, it says it's a weak high and it's got further to go. But at the moment, it's chopping around. So it could push up and hit stop loss. We'll see. Okay, Euro CAD. This has kept pushing down. So, what am I in this one? Euro CAD up 31 on that. And then I got another Euro CAD up 300. So that was an entry up there with an order. And then again, here's another one here. Right. Now, this stop loss, I think we'll need to move these stop losses, both of them, even down to there. Let me delete that. So that's 144052. Let me just go. Where are they? Euro CAD. 144052. Right. In that way.
Yeah, that's about where mine is.
It only makes it, oh yeah, it's 80. That's all right. That's good. So both of my stop losses are down here. So this one, for this trade, it's not in profit. So the stop loss is way up here. But for this trade here, it's well in profit. If it comes back up to there, then that will still give me 100, nearly 200 pips profit on that trade. So this is sort of part of this strategy of these longer term trades. It's just as they keep moving in that direction, then you can move your stop loss to profit plus. So, right, that's Euro CAD. I think that this will go further, and it's already come down to this, pull back up. I think it'll break this and continue. It may be anyway, we'll see. There's a situation for another trade on this one. Euro CHF. Now, this is in a buy. Where am I? No, I'm not in any Euro CHF. Right. Because, again, this is a weak Swiss franc. And basically the euro is stronger than it. So it's creating that weak high. So that push up, just when this turns, when the Swiss franc gets stronger, this will turn and come back down without a doubt, right? It's not, it sort of came out of that box and up it went, right? It broke that high over here and it is continuing. Anybody got thoughts on this one? I think it's coming back up here somewhere. I just don't know what a news event it's going to be or what's going to happen to bring all of these Swiss francs and get them to turn. It's going to be interesting.
Swiss franc's the weakest currency, Brian.
Yeah, I know. That's what I mean. It's like unheard of. Unheard of, Paul. Well, sorry, not unheard of. It's not usual.
No.
Definitely not usual. It's normally one of the strongest currency pairs, normally. under normal circumstances. Just like, I'm not gonna bet against it or put any trades against it as such. Just wait for it to turn. Right. Because in that buy, anybody in buys or sells for this? USD2? No, there's not. No. Okay. All right. Euro GBP. I'm in this up 30. That was my again week high push it. I think this has got further to push up. There's more imbalance. Sorry, to the left over here. Oh, let's see on the 3 hour, more up here.
Sorry, everybody, I've got to go. Take care. I'll catch you on the replay.
All right, Tom. Thanks, mate. See you later.
Take care.
Bye.
You Tom, bye.
Right.
Yeah. So Euro GBP. As I said, I'm in this one. I got an order in, and it pushed up back, and now it's sort of in profit, matched out that. I'm just going to stay in this one at the moment. My stop loss is down here. What I might do is I'll pull it up to below this long. Yeah, GBP. Still not in profit, but it's reducing that. So what is that? Oh, yeah, 86238. Sorry, I can't show you both screens. It's just really simply a changing where stop loss in relation to that trade. That's all. Euro JPY. This, I had a sell order way up here. This is, and again, it's so choppy. I'm not even fussed with it. I don't care. Like, look at that sideways in the box. It's just not. But the longer this goes, the more chance of this breaking out of this pretty substantially. So again, this will be a news event. Yeah. And I think overall that's push up. Whether this has created the swing high over here and it's now going to go into a sell, I don't know. Again, I've just got a buy order there if it happens. All right, Euro NZD, I'm in this up 200 and oh wow, okay. So let's have a look and see where this stop loss is. This one I'll move it to here, which is just break even plus, right? Yeah. You're in the D. I don't want to move it down further yet. What's this? 1.79963. This is just sort of like a little bit of housekeeping going on as well. Yeah, I'm only in one for that. And it's up 200 pips or so. I mean, I could move it down further here. What are your thoughts, people? Would you move it down to here? Actually, I will. I'm going to move it down here. Going to be a bit radical. Right, let's do it again. Sorry to waste your time. 179, 176. That's quite a distance. It's pulling up there. I can't see it. Anyway, it sort of breaks my rule, doesn't it, Darren, of having two pullbacks. But like when you're well in profit, I think you can be a little bit more adventurous. Rightio, Euro Singapore. Again, look at that push down. Break a structure, pull back up, push. I think it'll break this low here. Wait for a pullback, and then if you want to get into a sell on this one, if I put a line across here, there's a little bit more for it to go before it will break. All right. So way over here. Oops. Pull that down a bit. There you go.
Well, I got in this after that last pullback there.
After this pullback up here, or the one just here?
Yeah.
Just here.
Yeah.
In the last day, like at London session.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good on you.
I hope so.
Well, if you got your stop loss in place, that's right. I've got it as an orange, which is like, oh, this is significant. I'm just I'm battling my margin at the moment. I might even start some close-in trades, some of the bigger profit trades even. It might be a nice one, and then get back into some smaller trades, and then we'll just see. It's just a challenge of how you trade with a 1 to 30. So Euro USD, again, look at that. Another drop again. Drop, pull back, another drop. Like this, these are continuing that sellout. Again, you got in that.
Yeah,
you got in that as well. Yeah, good on you. Well done. All right. Now the GA, I'm in that for a sell. So I'm just going to change that. All right. So the order, I got into it, it triggered me, and then it's sort of just sitting in negative at the moment. I did get, I got a GCAD. That is also in a sell. And what happened with this GN is it also got into a sell, but the GN wouldn't take because of my, I'm just going to have to change that one to watch because of the margin level, it wouldn't take the trade. Like the GU, it wouldn't either. Bit of a bugger, really. But anyway, still think this will continue down as well. GBP Singapore, that is just a watch, but look at it. Like you can change that. Well, I'll change that to watch too, but these are just ones that are just continuing to drop off. Look at that. Boom, 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 boom. And there is a long way for that to continue down here. Right, GBP USD. Oh, if it had triggered that order, it would have been nice, But anyway, that's where it's at the moment. Let me see where my stop losses are on all of these. 1, 2, 5, 5, 3, 3. Right, this is crazy. I'm going to move them all down to here.
Not any pullbacks for ages on this, so
nah. Oh, well, it did there, and it did a bit there, but I'm going to move all my stop losses to this, to 1, 2, 3, 3, 6, 8. I've got a whole heap of them. Position. Wow, that one's way up there. 3, 3, 6, 8. Right. And then this one. Right. Okay. That's 2. Here's another one. Oh, yeah, I've got big stop losses on these. And if they come back, they do. Where was that one? GU there. And it wouldn't, yeah, it didn't take it on. So I'm only in, must only be in 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm only in 3. I didn't really improve any of my margin level either, changing all those stop losses. Anyway, right. So NZD CAD is now one that I'm looking at this to continue to sell. Now, New Zealand dollar has strengthened up. You can see it against the Aussie dollar. So that's why it's done this push up. I'm looking for this to sell out, right? I don't have an order. I don't have a trade on it at the moment. I just had an alert in there for it to sell, but it's not. It's pushed back up, right? Let me just get rid of that one. And you can see where I've looked at that to potentially, you know, in that box. So what it's done is it's broken out of the bottom. Now it's pushed back up. At some point here, we're going to get a pushback down. It's pretty choppy, this one normally. NZD-CHF. Again, look at this. Look how hard that's pushed up with the Swiss franc. Again, look at for this one to come back down again. I'm just going to put that one as an orange because I think that's going to be a good trade when it turns. NZD-JPY still pushing up, but way too choppy. I don't like this one. NU, I have a sell here, but it's kept pushing up. It's a bit like the other, the AJ that I had. So then Singapore Japanese yen, I'm in a buy, was over here. And where's mine? That's up 72 pips. I've got a stop loss down here. I'm going to move it. I'm going to move the stop loss. No, I'm going to move the stop loss to break even plus. Just in there. Right. Hello, how are you? Let me just modify that. So what is that? 108.165. Okay, good, done. And then USD CAD. This one I'm in for a sell and it has pushed back up. So it got me in the trade. I was in profit. It's pushed back. But if I look at the daily, I'm still looking at this to sell out and down. Yeah. So, but this is showing the US dollar strengthening against the Canadian, even though it's pretty strong. USD CHF. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Hang on, let me have a look. Did I have an order on this? I never put an order, but could have been. Hang on, let's see. No, maybe it rejected it. I don't know. I probably had one. Anyway, I'm looking at this to push up a bit, but then this really is about a turn to come back down when that Swiss franc strengthens. So UJ, again, I'm in a buy for this where I got into a physical buy for it. I don't know where my stop loss is at the moment on this. Yes. I'm up 120 pips. What I might do is I'm going to move my stop loss. Oh, sorry, hang on a minute. I'm going to move my stop loss up to here. So I'll put one in. It's in there somewhere. Now I can get you up if you want. Yeah, so we can get you on that side. Your brother not awake yet? No, that's good. Only deal with one on my knee. Okay.
Other
So,
one.
yeah, take it easy, yeah. Now, USD Singapore, US dollar still strengthening. Did do a pullback there and then push back up. I don't tend to trade this. It's a little bit more erratic. And then if you look at gold, obviously, US dollar has strengthened. You look at that. Gold has, dropped off and broken structure down here. So it's gone down to 1900. Not the year, just the price. Yeah. Okay. Any comments? Oh, actually, what's happening I haven't looked at Bitcoin for a little while. Oh, still there in that 26, jumped up and back down again. Oh. Okay. where are we at?
I'm just sort of
Thank
waiting. It's a pound GBP pairs.
The GBP pairs, yeah, they're pretty crazy. They've been weakening off for a while, haven't they? You're right, Darren. Looks like he's frozen. Oh no, and he's back again.
Yeah.
He is frozen.
He might. He looks a bit frozen. He looks like he's got internet issues. Okay, Helen, what was your comments?
I was just going to apologise for being a bit up and down during the session. I've got a very poorly dog here, so I've been kind of
Oh, okay.
doing bits and pieces there.
Okay, no worries.
Not
That's
100% with it. Sorry.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. Yeah. What was I going to say? I noticed also too, Paul had mentioned he put a post in, I think, about David doing was it Silver Bullet with SFF or something? I haven't followed it. I haven't had time to do that. There's been a bit going on. So have you been following it, Helen? Or
Yeah, I followed a couple of bits that David's done. I haven't actually really got stuck into it yet.
Okay.
I quite like what Paul was doing today. I don't know if you've seen that. He was doing Silver Bullet with the harmonic scans.
okay,
Just starting
Right.
to look at that.
rightio. And Paul, you were going to say something?
I'm just saying that I wouldn't mind having a look at that, what Ellen's just mentioned.
Yeah.
Saw Paul's post earlier on. I'm going to watch
Yeah, good.
recording of it, see what it's all about.
Well, the Silver Bullet, as I understand it, is particular times in the day, like wherever, like in the market, sorry, not in the day, because it depends on where you are in the world. But yeah, interesting. I'll get a chance to have a look.
The way Paul's made it work, or trying to make it work, obviously it's early days, is that it's the Silver Bullet principles, but it works with the harmonic scan, so any time of day.
Oh, okay. Rightio. Gotcha. All right then. Okay. Well, that's me and my challenges for the day. I've got plenty to do. No worries at all. Any other
Okay.
comments, questions, feedback?
So, see you tomorrow.
No? Okay. No problems at all. And I think tomorrow will probably be Thursday if I'm right. We'll see how I go. All right then. You want to say goodbye? Ciao.